points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now. Spears. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go bootleg. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Love's pass.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll run on first down. It's Simmons. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the...
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. Yeah. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
They would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's the end of the first.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Staley. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. What do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage. Have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Staley. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this is caught at the end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Bills have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On first down, Staley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Simmons. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Staley. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Staley got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Simmons. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First down, Love to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
A loss of 11 yards. And
the competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st and 10, Staley over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Staley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Black. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Haynes. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
15-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Haynes. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Bills.
From 8 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC Championship game rematch from a few years back. New England, this time at Jacksonville. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Patriots seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, that holding call set him up with not... Great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And they give this time to the tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Staley got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Simmons. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Staley. And that is incomplete.
The pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the 2nd half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
2nd and 6.
Love now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Love that one. Good for the completion percentage, but no gain. That'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Throwing on first down, Staley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second down, Staley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third down, it's Simmons. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Number 82.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
On the carry.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, Staley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Staley. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Buffalo defense, they get ready as they trot back on the field. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them.
Complete.
Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Dolphin first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Staley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Simmons. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Holt. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Or are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Love now to pass on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. First down, going to the air with Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Love 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 4 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you're really...
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Love once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jordan Love ready on first down here.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd down, Love. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
12 yards on the
to throw on 3rd down. Love. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Through an opening, and there he goes. goes. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the